What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Making Financial Decisions, the channel where we break down business, economics, and finance to help you make smarter money moves. If you're all about staying ahead of the curve, especially with what's going on in the stock market, you're in the right place. As we step into 2025, there's a lot of buzz about where the markets might be heading. Today, we're diving into what analysts are predicting for the stock market this year. Could this be a great year for investors? Let's break it down. Here's what some analysts are saying about the 2025 market outlook.
Up about 12%. The S&P 500 up about 24% in 2024. The Nasdaq up about 29%. How do you see this ending in 2025?
You know, it's hard for me to predict that after what an extraordinary year. You know, think about how significant these rallies were. This was not an easy year. We had so much going on between interest rates and inflation. Obviously, we had two major wars going on around the nation, around the world, involving oil, too, a commodity that affects markets. We obviously had a lot of the polarity around the election, and we came through it, trading at record highs across the board. To predict, look, I love what the gentleman said before me, is, everybody's sort of fearful that Mr. Trump is going to throw a wrench into this incredible market that he's being left, that's been so strong with good fundamentals. I don't think he's going to do that either. Is he going to go up against some other nations who he wants to step up to pay their side of the bill, or with China as far as tariffs goes? Perhaps. That's the way he plays. He plays hardball. But I don't think he's going to dismantle what's been. He's coming. He's being handed an extraordinary market that we've never seen anything like it over these years.
And I want to ask you about this.
The incoming administration is also playing a big role in shaping market optimism. For instance, there's talk of making the 2017 tax cuts permanent, reducing corporate tax rates for U.S.-made products, and cutting regulations across sectors like energy, healthcare, and financial services. These moves could potentially boost mergers and acquisitions, which have been slow in recent years. Another wild card is the proposed Department of Government Efficiency initiative. If successful, it could streamline spending and help the Federal Reserve manage inflation by reducing the deficit. So what does all this mean for investors? Believing the market will move higher is one thing, but knowing where to invest is another. Here are some sectors to watch in 2025. Technology. The AI boom is far from over, and semiconductors and software companies driving AI innovation could continue to dominate. Industrials. Infrastructure spending is locked in through 2026, making this sector a strong bet. Energy. With a focus on U.S. energy independence, oil and gas stocks may see steady growth. Utilities. The demand for data centers and AI infrastructure is expected to benefit electric and natural gas stocks.
Artificial intelligence, all kinds of new enhancements from almost all the major technology companies. The question, of course, is what happens next year? That is the focus of today's Tech Check with Kate Rooney, live and in person, who joins us now at Post 9. It's good to see you in person.
Great to see you guys in person. So that is the big question. But one thing we do know for sure is that the bar is going to be really high for AI. Next year in 2024, we did have this constant barrage of AI updates and news. Tech giants kept kind of one-upping each other with better features. There are a lot of questions over whether this pace of innovation that we've seen can continue. That's what I talked to Goldman's Chief Information Officer about, Marco Argenti. He handles the bank's AI efforts. He spent the bulk of his career at Amazon Web Services and Nokia back in the mobile boom. One way he says AI and these models can keep improving is by using different types of data to train off of. So these have really been trained so far as if they essentially read every book in the world's biggest library. The metaphor Argenti used was that this tech is like a kid that was raised in a library. Next year, AI might go out into the wild.
What if we make them interact with sensory data, with vision data, with, like basically opening that door of the library and making this child walk into the real world? And I think this creation of world models, like they're called generally in the industry, where you combine multimodal information that is not only text, but is also videos, but is also sensory data. It might be temperature, it might be anything you can perceive around you, could actually unlock the next level of capabilities.
As that starts to expand, the thought is that this tech will ultimately get even smarter, but there are a ton of challenges. One of them, Brian, you'll be interested, is power consumption. These models are expensive to train. Companies are set to spend at least $150 billion next year on AI CapEx. Some estimate it's as high as $200 billion. Argenti predicts that those outside of big tech, companies outside of big tech, will really start to deploy these next year. That's certainly what Wall Street wants to hear. Any sign of margin and productivity improvements would be welcome to the AI bull case. He also thinks we're heading into a new hybrid workforce. AI agents essentially working alongside people, more AI experts with very specific industry knowledge, and then these large language models, they may get commoditized. He described it as many cars with fewer engines, those engines being the underlying models, guys.
As always, staying informed is key. Whether you're looking to capitalize on the tech revolution or play it safe with utilities, understanding the bigger picture is how you make smarter moves. What are your thoughts on the stock market for 2025? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on financial insights all year long. Thanks for watching Making Financial Decisions. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay savvy, everyone.